Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Hello, my name is Michael Rogers, and I am the senior class president for the class of 2020. Before I begin, I would like to offer a prayer. Dear God, thank you that we can be here today. Thank you for my friends who are the graduating class of 2020. Thank you that we are all made in your image, and may we learn to love one another as you have loved us. Thank you that despite the changes caused by the recent pandemic, we can all be here today to celebrate the end of our amazing journey as students of East Rockingham High School. I ask that you would hold every student in your hand as they enter into the unknowns of adulthood. Grant me grace as I deliver my speech. In your name, amen. We're trying. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. That quote is by the renowned physicist Albert Einstein. To the inspiring faculty of East Rockingham, family and friends, and to my fellow graduates, thank you. I'm incredibly grateful for the love and support you have given to me and for the opportunity to speak to you today. In fact, being thankful is exactly what I would like to talk about today. I would like to encourage you all to step into a worldview of gratitude. Gratitude is not merely saying thank you to a person who holds the door for you. It is a decision to recognize the goodness that your life holds, no matter the situation. I say this bearing in mind that life holds many troubles, setbacks, and traumas. Life is hard. It often seems that the bad things in life outweigh the good. But I do not believe this to be the case. In fact, my and your very existence is a miracle. One study estimates that the odds of you being alive are 1 in 10 to the 2 millionth power. That is a 1 with 2 million zeros behind it. This study takes into the account the likelihood that your parents would meet each other and stay together long enough to have children, along with the scientific likelihood that the exact combination of genes would lead to you being who you are. This calculation states, statistically speaking, you should not be alive. And yet, you're here. Not only that, you have accomplished an incredible feat. You're graduating from high school. It is difficult to keep a downcast attitude with that perspective. I can hear that my life is a miracle and a gift, but it is still a choice to see it that way. This takes us back to the quote I read at the beginning. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. A worldview of gratitude chooses to see the miracle in every situation. The Apostle Paul states, be thankful in all circumstances. This can mean looking at something that happens to you and letting it show you what in your life you can be thankful for. Let me give you some examples. We did not get to have prom this year. That is unfortunate and disappointing. I could be resentful that I missed out on such a special part of the high school experience. Or I could realize that it was a gift that I had a junior prom. Not only that, I could see the privilege of having the friends that would make a senior prom so special. Here's another example. We did not have to take final exams this year. Well, that one's not too hard to appreciate. No matter the circumstance, there's always something to be thankful for. Gratitude shifts our focus away from what we lack and what we have missed onto what we have and what we get to experience. There's an anonymous quote that reads, "Gratitude turns what we have into enough." I read a story that I would like to share with you today. On the first day of class, the teacher handed out an assignment and placed it down on each desk, face down. He then instructed his students to turn over the page and write about what they saw. Surprisingly, the page was mostly blank. The only thing on it was a small dot. The students seemed confused, but they all began to write. After the teacher collected the students' work, he read aloud each response to the class. Every student wrote about the dot and its position on the paper. The teacher then stated that this assignment was not graded, but rather he wanted to use it to prove a point. Although the majority of the page was blank, each student focused on the dot. People often approach life in the same way, focusing on small setbacks and discomforts, while most of their life is full of good things they could be thankful for. This story shows how what we focus on can completely change the appearance of our situation. Choosing a perspective of gratitude shifts our focus off the dots in our lives and onto the many blessings worth appreciating. To quote the great philosopher Ferris Bueller, "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it." Look around. I know it may be hard to see through the windows of the car beside you, but you know who is parked here today. You are with the teachers and the mentors and the family and the friends that have made high school worthwhile. Gratitude does not just help you to make the most of every circumstance. It opens your eyes to the people around you. In the end, that's what it's all about. People. The gowns and the cords and even the diplomas, they will eventually end up in some box or on some wall. The people in your life are alive and worth holding on to. So hold on to them. Whether we are miles away from the people we love or sitting in the same car as them, we can always do something to show that we are grateful for one another. For me, today, it is a speech. What are you thankful for? I am thankful for you.